Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about interpretation from research methodology. We know that the research process is a systematic approach to gather and analyze the data to answer a specific question, that is to answer the research problem. So here we are going to find out the answer for a particular question and we are going to solve the problem. So it is a cyclical process. That means researchers have to move backwards and forward between these steps as they learn more about their topic. So there are different steps in the research process. The first step is to identify a topic, and second one is reviewing the literature, developing a research question or hypothesis, and designing a research study and collecting the data regarding the research problem and analyze the data. And after collecting and analyzing the data, we have to interpret the results. So interpreting the results means, so we are going to analyze the data here. So what do the results of your data analysis tell you about your research question or hypothesis? That means we are going to draw some inferences from the collected facts. Okay. So here interpretation means it refers to the task of drawing inferences from the collected facts after an analytical and or experimental study. So here, so whatever the work that we have done in our research, so after the collecting and analyzing the data, so the next step is the interpretation. And after collecting and analyzing the data and performing experiments also, we do the interpretation. So here we are going to draw the inferences from the whatever work we have done so far. So from that research work we are going to draw the inferences. So it is a search for the broader meaning of the research. So whatever the work, the research work done on our research problem, okay, so we are going to draw the inferences broadly from the research work that we have done. So it is going to cover all the areas that we have, whatever the work we have done in our research. So there are two important aspects for the interpretation, that is establishing continuity in research and establishing explanatory concepts. So the first one is establishing continuity in research. So this aspect involves the linking of results of a given study with those of other studies in the same topic. Okay, so in the same subject, so there are multiple research work done, right? So we are going to link our research work with the other research work. So what is the purpose of linking this one means? It helps to build a body of knowledge on the topic and to identify patterns and trends. So this is the main advantage of the establishing continuity in research. And establishing explanatory concepts. So it involves drawing the theoretical framework from our research work. That means whatever the inferences that we have drawn till now in our research problem, so we are going to develop the theoretical explanation for the drawn inferences. That because of this, we are going to identify the underlying mechanisms that are going to work in our research problem. So interpretation is both inductive and deductive. So inductive means drawing the inferences from the collected data. So whatever the research work that we have done till now, so we are going to draw the inferences from the all collected and analyzed data by the researcher. So it is a primary thing. That means the researcher is putting his own effort to draw the inference from the collected and analyzed data on his own work. Whereas the deductive means, so we are going to draw the inference from the existing theories. That means whatever the already existing theories or knowledge are available on the particular subject. So we are going to draw some theories. We are going to draw some inference from the existing theories. So inductive means So it is completely dependent on the research work. So whatever the work done till now, we are going to draw the inference from that one. Whereas in the deductive, we are going to draw the inference from the existing theories and knowledge, and we are going to apply that drawn inference from the existing theory to our findings. Okay. So some people may get confused about the relationship between the interpretation and analysis. So there is small difference between the interpretation and analysis. Analysis is a part of the interpretation. That means analysis is the first step in the interpretation. So interpretation requires going beyond the inferenced data, and it is going to consider the existing theories, and it is going to consider the broader context of the particular research study. Okay. So analysis means here we are going to analyze the data. That means whatever the data collected by the researcher, so he is going to divide the collected data into number of multiple components, and he is going to examine each component in detail. Okay. So in the analysis part, we are going to divide the collected data into multiple components, and we are going to analyze, or we are going to examine each component in detail. But in the case of interpretation, we are not going to break down the data. So we are simply drawing the inferences from the research work that has been done. So next is we must need to know the relationship between the interpretation and theory. So interpretation and the theory are closely related here. So theory provides a basic understanding of the particular research area or research study. Okay, so it is going to give the basic information about the research study in that particular area, and using this theory we are going to develop the explanations for them. Whereas in the case of interpretation, it is going to refine and develop new theories from the existing theories. So we are going to develop theory by identifying new evidence and by challenging the existing assumptions. It is through the interpretation that researchers are able to make sense of their findings and to communicate their significance to others. So a researcher is going to find out the solution of a particular research problem because of the interpretation. So that is the main importance of the interpretation. Okay, so by interpreting the whole research work, so we are able to find the solution for the particular research problem, and similarly we can communicate that solution of the research problem to the all over world. That a researcher is conducting a study of knowing the relationship between the sleep deprivation and academic performance of the students. So he will consider a group of students, and he will collect the data from the students regarding the sleeping habits and the academic performance of that student. Okay, so after observing all the students, so he will consider the students with the student details with the bad sleeping habits. Okay, so if they are not having good sleeping habits, then it may lead to cognitive impairment, so which may lead to the lower grade in the academic performance. Okay, so not only the cognitive impairments which are caused due to the sleeping habits, and because of the age and socio-economical status also, the students may get lower grade in their academic performance. So by conducting his research study, he is drawing all these inferences. That is, so the students who are getting the lower grade they may have cognitive impairment, and it may depend on their age, or it may depend on the socio-economic status. So he is drawing all these inferences from the collected data. So this is an example of the interpretation of the data. Thanks for watching my video.